I'm Michael Carroll. I'm here with Manuel Gallo from NEC. He's part of the Cloud Business Solutions division within the company. Manuel, this morning Ray Ozzie, the head of Microsoft's Cloud division, outgoing head of Microsoft's Cloud division, stated that he believes that the PC is dead. Do you agree with that, or see a future for PCs still within the cloud environment?
I think there's another life for PCs as well. So maybe the PC as we know it today, maybe it will be close to die, but there's a new era of new PCs that are coming out to the market in a very effective way that we call the virtual PCs or virtual desktops that are provided out of the cloud. So you don't need to have a fat PC anymore. But of course you still can use your Windows operating systems, or Linux operating systems, your usual applications. So no worries about that. The PC will still be there, but in a very different form.
You see broadband technology as being a critical element in delivering cloud services. Could you explain a little bit more about that and how important it is to partner with network providers?
Of course. When we have a look at the cloud business itself, the cloud business model, the cloud technologies and different cloud components that you need to put the cloud in place at work, real cloud working for the market, for us there are two main components that you can miss. One of them is the network infrastructure, what includes the bandwidth, the network itself, data center infrastructures. The other one is the end user customers who will use those cloud services. So broadband has become a must to try to put in place any kind of cloud, consumer public cloud, an enterprise public cloud, any kind of private cloud. So that's the reason why at NEC we have focused our strategy on partnering with carriers who are the best positioned companies to provide these basic services needed to create clouds, and we are working mainly on the carrier cloud concept.
And you've already announced deals with Telefonica for covering Spain and Latin America. Are these your main target markets in terms of cloud developments, Europe and the Americas, or where do you see the bulk of your business coming from?
Of course, Spain and Latin America are important markets, but not our key target markets. We had the opportunity to work very closely with Telefonica for at least a couple of years in order to learn from inside one carrier what are the carrier needs, what are the carrier business models, even the carrier language, and the carrier goals and priorities. We have been able to develop carrier-grade solutions because of this partnering with Telefonica. Of course, Telefonica is a great customer. That's a great partner, more than customer. It's a great partner. It's a great company. It's a reference for carriers all over the world. But right now, the Cloud Computing Competence Center that is located in Spain, thanks to this collaboration with Telefonica, is developing business all around Europe, in countries like, of course, France and Germany and Sweden and Italy and literally all countries in Europe, Middle East and Africa.
And one final question on that. Within Europe, where do you see the greatest demand for cloud services currently?
Well, within Europe, in fact, that strongly depends on the bet its carrier partner is making. Of course, markets like the UK, France, or Germany are the largest ones. We expect a strong demand from those countries. But the fact is that some other smaller countries might be more advanced in terms of cloud deployments because of the sense of urgency. Because managing an install base of a few million customers, like 5 to 20 million, is not the same thing as managing a customer base of 50 million. And risks are also different. We expect a great demand from all countries. We expect, of course, the biggest revenue coming from the biggest markets. But we are still, even though we are getting a strong demand and urgent demand from countries like Serbia or any other Eastern Europe countries, Portugal, Spain, of course, Italy, Nordics, on top of the big ones.
And where do you think the market will be in 5 years' time?
I'm not very good at being a prophet, but anyway, I believe that today all of us, all vendors, all carriers, all the market is talking about cloud computing. thinking about very standardized concepts like virtual servers, virtual storage, virtual networks, virtual applications, virtual desktops. I believe in 5 years from now, there will be many other services that by default we will be using without thinking even that they are cloud services. Like, for example, can you imagine something like the Apple Store being considered to be a cloud service? Probably not. It's the Apple Store. So we are, for example, creating with some carriers the same concept for Android devices or for e-books. So I guess in 5 years from now, many services and businesses will be based on the cloud, but we will not even think about cloud anymore. We will be thinking about services delivered, services accessed through any kind of device, anytime.